Oh, hi. I was just watching a few more U.S. jobs go offshore because of globalization. Watching the decline of America's middle class can make a guy hungry, so I was trying to decide between chicken or fish. Then I got to thinking about the reports about what globalization has done to our food supply. It's enough to make you sick.
China, the #1 source of cheap stuff in the global economy, is implicated in an ever-expanding list of harmful food additives and pharmaceuticals. China was the source of the melamine that was put in pet food that recently killed thousands of pets all across America. It gets worse. Chinese melamine was in food sold to 196 fish hatcheries, but the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, says the farmed seafood should be safe to eat. An Associated Press report says because those fish are small and the feed has been recalled, the FDA believes there no longer is any public health concern from them. The FDA telling us the Chinese fish food has been recalled may be all wet. Here's why. The GAO, the Government Accountability Office, in an audit of food recall programs reports USDA and FDA do not know how promptly and completely the recalling companies and their distributors and other customers are carrying out recalls, and neither agency is using its data systems to effectively track and manage its recall programs. Undeterred, the Food and Drug Administration, according to another Associated Press report, has cleared for use 56,000 pigs given feed that included scraps of pet food contaminated with melamine. USA Today reports the FDA only inspects about 1% of the food it regulates, down from 8% in 1992 when imports were far less common. The paper quotes a former FDA Associate Commissioner in this understatement: the public probably has the perception they're more protected than they really are. The Boston Globe notes dirt poor and uneducated chicken farmers make the most of what little they have by suspending chicken pens over seafood ponds. The chicken droppings become food for the shrimp and fish raised for human consumption and export. The Washington Post says for years, U.S. inspection records show China has flooded the United States with food unfit for human consumption. And for years, FDA inspectors have simply returned to Chinese importers the small portion of those products they caught, many of which turned up at U.S. borders again, making a second or third attempt at entry. All of this could be helped by country of origin labeling known as COOL. We have it on some food. We need it on everything, including processed food that includes mystery additives. That would force importers to work harder to ensure the food they sell us is fit for consumption. Washington has been debating country of origin labeling since this century began. But Congressman Colin Peterson, a Democrat from Minnesota who never met an agriculture industry campaign contribution he didn't like, has recently decided COOL, country of origin labeling, isn't so cool. He thinks it needs more industry input. Lobbyists for big agriculture love this guy.
Think about it. More and more of our food contains mystery ingredients from the cheapest foreign supplier. All of these guys on both sides of the Pacific and south of the border don't mind putting your health at risk in order to make a buck. Big agriculture is lavishing money on our for-rent Congress to ensure you're kept in the dark about where our food comes from. In this case, what you don't know can hurt you. It's food for thought. I'm Vince Wade.